Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense takes the field to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tackled almost immediately. They were well short of the first down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Nowaski. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the air on first down. Looking to buy time. Found a seam. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning. Just touchdown by the Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Here come the Irish back on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. LSU quick to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second.
Wide open spaces. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. With the run on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're setting up the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll run for it. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that?
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He'll do it himself. Got room on the return. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU right back to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nope.
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. In time.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Good completion on the out. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. They'll try to power it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Just keep slinging it. On the run, still looking. Finds space on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fowler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Scrambling away. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable 1st half in Baton Rouge. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They're going back to the ground. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Back to pass on second down. Looking for a huge play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in third and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great third down execution by this defense.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He's in open space downfield. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got it. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take.
Touchdown, Irish! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. LSU quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And another huge play in the passing game. Shades of Golden Tate or Will Fuller. That yards per catch can be off the charts.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that can go deep and make huge plays. I tell you what.
He's loose on the left, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Under fire. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Notre Dame with a second down play to start the fourth. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to keep running.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on the money. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to keep this drive alive. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Nowaski. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The inside handoff. Look out, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. This time he's got him. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
It's always interesting how people handle late games. Like, you know this game is over.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Oh, he's got some space. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Bring in the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sideline. It's Carr. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Now adjusting. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.